And so yeah, that brings another session to its end. More of a difficult session this time round. I mean, tactics completely had to change, rig presentation had to change, areas had to change. Just shows you it's always have to have your best game when fishing.
Yeah, but it's like the conversation we had last night. You know, confidence is key. We started the session off with repeating the winning recipe of last time. You know, little pop-ups on hinges, and we couldn't buy a bite. You had the brilliant thought of, you know, maybe changing up the tactics a bit, fish closer to the bottom, maybe a little. It's a bigger presentation, but change the sighter. So we changed to the yellows, and yeah, you kicked the session off.
No, it paid off. You know, as soon as we went down to the snowman with a yellow little 12 mil pop up on top, resulted in a bite. And then still, I think there's one or two rods out now that might have a small pop up still out, and it hasn't produced anything. But when we switched over to being closer to the bottom, a bit of change of feed, we started getting fish. I mean, you had that lovely 39 pounder. What a way to kick a session off.
Oh yeah, definitely. As for fishing with the little pop-ups, we did have a fish, small little
A little
what did I call
sumo.
them? Little sumo, but it's not the result we expected, you know. So at the end, you changed to the snowmans. I changed to a little more of a subtle approach rather. A little wafter on a spinner rig, and it's like you said, I had that. It's it's a good fish. It's a repeat capture at the end of the day, but it's still a good fish.
Yeah.
You can't. So I had that fish on that presentation. I think I had one more fish on that presentation, and but you just you just took the cake with your little snowman and pop-ups. So
Yeah, this showed me a different side again to this dam. You know, it's all in my fishing to be exact. You know, you always come, you know exactly what your approach is going to be, and conditions change, pressures change. We came over a long weekend, extremely high pressure, loads of feed in. I think there was only one fish out for the weekend.
yeah,
So the guys piled the bait in. So firstly we had to keep our rigs away from that amount of bait. We had to try to do something completely different to what the guys had done. And eventually we found that little something, and we got 6 fish on the bank.
exactly. It's not setting any records or you know, but we got the fish in the end. Um, there's quite a few characters in here, quite a few fish we haven't had yet. So I think this might be our last session for some time, a month or two.
Yeah.
I think we'll come back in the summer with maybe a different approach. Just maybe feed a bit more, try different colors. We spoke about trying different colors, match the hatch, because we've been getting our fish on high visual. I think it's like a fruity based pop up.
Yeah.
So, but we'll come back in the summer. Give it a rest for now. Give the other O's a chance to get into some good fish. And yeah, I think take our adventures elsewhere for the time being.
Yeah, no, definitely. Looking forward to it. There's a lot of fish on my list here, but we'll come back and get them another time.
Yeah, sure.
Cheers.
Cheers.